Okay, good evening, guys, for real. It is maybe 11 o'clock at night. Yep, and I'm down here at the Black History Museum in Washington, D.C. As you can see, Black History Museum, and we're going to study tonight. I have a few questions I need to ask, and I need to put you all up on a little knowledge that I've been thinking about. The reason why I want to bring this subject up today is because what made me discuss the whole subject tonight to give you all something to listen to on the channel is I was watching an episode of Duck Dynasties, which is something I never watch. Well, I just watched it. But I was watching Duck Dynasty and come to find out that the Duck Dynasty guys has 8 acres of land. 8 acres of land in Louisiana. Okay, so that started me to thinking and stuff, because I was looking how big the acres that they were on in the TV show that they're doing, checking out how big it was and stuff like that, how many acres it was, and it happened to be 8. So I said today's subject is going to be about where is my 8 acres? And the big question is, the study of tonight is, where is our 40 acres and a mule? That is the subject tonight, 40 acres and a mule. Okay, we're gonna start it out like this. 40 acres and a mule. 40 acres and a mule in the New York Sun Times was promised to us like 160 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 160 years ago. Our White House up here in Washington, D.C. is sitting on 18 acres. 18 acres worth of land. And the monument grounds itself is sitting on, the whole mall itself is sitting on, I think, 68 acres. The monument ground, the mall itself is 68 acres. And the monument ground has 18 acres. And I'm wondering, where are my acres? My parents worked their whole lives. My forefathers worked their whole lives. I can tell because I still have the mentality of working in my bones right now at the age of almost 60, guys. So we're gonna see what's going on here. I'm gonna give you a little knowledge. Okay, in today's world, in 2024, the New York Sun's Times said 40 acres and a mule would add up to, you all take a guess how much 40 acres and a mule adds up to in 2024. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Did anybody get it? If not, I'm gonna tell you how much it was worth. So all of us out here, I wanted to start it out with the homeless, how many homeless people that we have laying around on the ground and stuff. And if any, just one of our black ancestors had got some land, I don't think none of us would be laying around on the ground. But 40 acres and a mule in today's society adds up to $370 billion, which was in 2023. What you think about that, fellas? $370 billion. And that's all according to another article I written, location. Okay? Location. I'm gonna be skipping back and forth so you can understand what I'm trying to get to here. Okay, guys. As I said, and this was the year 1865. 1865, they promised us 40 acres and a mule. 1 acre of land costed, what's that? Yeah, 1 acre of land costed $1. in 1865. So if you get 40 acres, that would be $40. In 1865, $40 would get you 40 acres of land. Location, location, location. Remember what I told you guys, location, location, location. It could have been more than that. I'm gonna give you a couple of locations where land, how much the land varies from state to state. If you were in Connecticut right now and you bought 40 acres, it could be up to $20 million in Connecticut for 40 acres of land, it would be $20 million. If you were in Texas, it would be $20,000. Location, location, location. Alaska, $5,000 an acre. It's cold as hell. Who wants to stay out there? People selling land, $5,000. Some other spot, maybe by where the Martians stay at or the Eskimo, it may be a little bit higher. One day I'll tell you how much land this is sitting on. Nowhere near an acre. Nowhere near, it's a spot on an acre. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little history, guys. Do you want to know how much an acre is worth? That's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna give you a visual. I'm gonna give you a visual, really a number, a numeric visual on how much an acre is. A acre, pardon me, 40 acres of land equals 1/4 equals 40 acres of land, guys. Meaning 1,320 square feet equals 1/4 equals 160. One section equals 1 square mile or 640 acres. That would be one township. 640 acres would be one township back in the 1865. Okay? Meaning 36 square miles. 36 miles, guys. You could ride down your land for 36 miles if we had got that 40 acres in a mule. And it would have been longer than that if you was on horse. But you would have been riding for approximately 35 minutes if you were on a car, maybe going 55 miles per hour or something like that. So we were really, really cheated out of our lives. Just to let everybody know, yes, I'm sitting over here at the African American Museum here in Washington, D.C. I couldn't sleep tonight at 11 o'clock thinking about how we were cheated out of our lives and how they are sending billions and billions of dollars over to Palestine, and it's black folks that's been cheated out of their land and their forefathers' land and didn't get none of that, but they're sending money off to another country. Not that I don't love everybody, but how about us? How about us? I'm gonna let you know, it's a few more things I want to let you know. Let's dig deep into what's happening, the particulars of the situation. When did this happen? Who gave the land away? Who accepted the land? And who stopped this from us having land? Everything is research that I'm talking to you guys about. Yes, it's about 11:30, 12:30 at night. I really don't care. I have to bring my fans knowledge and let them know what's going on. But this is where I am, guys. I'm here in front of the African American Museum. Yes, I am. Sure is. And I am not finished. We're going to give you the particulars of who gave us the land, why we don't have it, and what's going on. Just imagine. Just imagine. One black man having that much land. I'm going to tell you, yes, it was black men that had that much land. It was black men that had 900 acres worth of land, which his first plot was 700 acres of land. I'm going to tell you how much everything costs. We're going to get into it. Hang in there, guys. I got a spectacular story for you about James Washington, a freed slave. Okay? Let's do this, guys. Okay, let's start out with the land given to us. We were promised 40 acres and a mule, right? We were promised 40 acres and a mule by General Sherman after the reconstruction of the war. Reconstruction of the war, everybody was promised this 40 acres and a mule. And the person that was promised to, it was promised to a distinguished gentleman and a head pastor named Reverend Garrison. Reverend Garrison. Land and after the war, Reverend Garrison asked them, he told them, they said, what do you want? Sherman said, what do you want? What can we give you? He said, either we want education or either we would rather take land. You know, and General Sherman told them, well, I don't want y'all educated because you might get smart, so I'll just give you 40 acres and a mule just for us not to get education. They would rather give us land than education. And the land that they gave us, guys, was the worstest marshland that they could find to give us. Mosquito-ridden land, crocodile land, the worstest land for the 40 acres. It wasn't prime land, but now, in today's day, it's prime land now. Just like over here, Trump got a little piece of our block, and he's making trillions of dollars, not even off. He don't even have an acre, and he's making trillions of dollars off of just Trump Towers sitting on the edge of our block up here in Washington, D.C. But let's get back in. I'm skipping subjects. So once General Sherman gave the free pastors and the free extinguished gentlemen all this land and promised them all this land, and Lincoln had got assassinated, Andrew Jackson stepped in and was like, excuse me, no, they're not going to get that land, and gave it back to all the former slave owners, gave them all their land back. And the slaves were just put out there to go and do whatever they wanted to do. Go die, or either go back to your land and start back working again for a petty price if they had you back after you left the first time. Okay, as I said, the black pastors, Reverend Garrison, 1865, it's either land or education. They gave him the land. Later on, Lincoln gets killed. Andrew Jackson puts that to a stop. He overturns Sherman's orders about the land and tells them, that's a no-way deal, buddy. No land is going to be given away here. My white buddies, we can't have it. Okay, I'm going to give you a positive story. That's the end of that story right there. So we don't have any land. Black men are going to have to start working off the bow of their bootstrap and start gaining this land. And we do have black men out here who did get 40 acres and a mule. But to astonish you, they got way more than 40 acres and a mule. Some black men got up off their ASS and went and got them 700 acres of land. The first black man to get that many acres of land, his name was Washington James, as I told you. And the seller of Washington James' property was A.L. Evans. Yes, A.L. Evans sold him that land. Mr. A.L. Evans sold that black man 700 parcels of land for, guess how much, guys? Dun, 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 dun. $100. Do the math, do your research. He got a lot there, guys. He got a lot. Okay, and after he made that purchase, he was so successful, he went and bought another lot of 900 acres of land. Yes, 900 acres of land, guys. Something that it's astounding by a black man. I could imagine how many Caucasians were admiring, jealous, and wanted to take that man and his clan out and everything they had to do. But they didn't do that. They did a better job. They just said no. They gave one Obama land, and the rest of everybody else out here like us, we sit in poverty and just try to do things like this on YouTube and try to, you know, let people know what's going on in the world, and hopefully we'll live off the pennies. I'm happy with my life. I'm almost 60 years old, no health elements. I still box, I still run, and I'm out here at 11:30 at night giving you all a report in front of the African American Museum of History, guys. So that is really the show tonight. I just wanted to tell you what we missed out on, why we're sitting like we are, because we are out of $370 billion for 40 acres of land. Location, location, location. That's why that's why it's so high. It depends your location on the land. As I told you, from 370 billion for 40 acres to $5,000 for 40 acres. It just depends location, location, location. But from what I see, America took the whole location, 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 location. And I got a few more things I want to say about it, but I don't want to be, I want my channel monetized. I like all my videos monetized. But most of my research is from the New York Sun-Times, almanacs, and all of that. Do your research if you don't believe me. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more sight before I leave here, guys, on what it looked like and what's going on. But I think I covered everything tonight for you guys. I hope I didn't miss nothing out. I want you all to share this video, like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the DC Frenchman Show here on YouTube, where all your dreams will come true with television. Non-edited, non-scripted, just wrote out and thumped by a former slave child. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the DC Frenchman Show tonight here on YouTube, here in Washington, D.C., where you get all your news. Yeah, we're here on the grounds. I'm going to give y'all a little, let you check it out. Let you see where I'm at doing my interview tonight. I was ready to go to my office beside the White House and do it, but I stayed on. I think it'll be more, hit a little bit more home if I come to the monument grounds and let you all see it. Yeah, come over here and let you see it with your own eyes. Museum of African American History and Knowledge, guys. Somebody in there on the late night cleaning up. Many floors. Downstairs, upstairs. National Museum of History. Yep, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to the DC Frenchman Show. Trying to give you a little eyeful. The museum is closed tonight, as you know. I told you what time it was. They have an Oprah Winfrey Theater down there, guys. Look down at the bottom down there. This is my first time. I've never went into the theater myself, though. I mean, the theater or the museum yet. You have to have tickets. I'm going to go later on, and I'm going to go up inside and let you all check it out one day. So you all stay tuned to the DC Frenchman Show, guys. What is this monument here? Let's see what this is. Oh, something down there. It's like a, you look up through there. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the DC Frenchman Show to find out what happened to our 40 acres and a mule. I came down to the National Museum of African History to find out. Inquiring minds want to know. I want you all to like, share, and subscribe. $DC Frenchman is my Cash App. to show me you all be checking me out. That's all I want to know, that you all check out my stories. All right, guys. Tuning out from the DC Frenchman Show. You all have a nice evening.